So this is Mikey. Yeah, he's a grown man.
But he used to be a little boy.
He did used to be a little boy.
Little boyzers.
At one point.
I guess so did I.
Hi, I'm Liz, and my other half is Charlie, and we are exceptionally frugal. That's why we're traveling the U.S. in our minivan Opal, paving the way for others to see that traveling on a budget can be quite fun. We love the outdoors, and we'll try to avoid cities, do lots of hiking, and have a strange obsession with rocks. So hop in the van, and let's see what kind of adventure we can find.
Filling up in Orem, Utah. It's actually have to get the second mid-grade to get 87 octane. Otherwise it's 85. $3.78 a gallon. $64.74.
I see you.
What's going on now?
I was looking at Mikey.
We're exploring Park City, Utah. Kind of a tourist trap.
Kind of.
We're just gonna use the facilities and get on out of here.
We can find parking in Park City.
Mikey, explain what we're looking at.
So we just looked at the Utah Olympic Park. The mountain that we were just looking at hosted the skiing and snowboarding events for the 2002 Winter Games that were hosted in Salt Lake, actually.
Wow, and it was the biggest event?
Biggest event after the 9/11 terrorist attacks the previous year.
Oh wow, so it was in 2002 this was built?
February, so everything was starting to be built in the late 90s. And then this was for the 2002 Winter Games.
Oh, I see the Olympic symbol on it. But we are doing Ensign Peak in Salt Lake City,
Utah.
Utah. I think most people know that, right?
What if they're from a different country?
Touche. See you up there. Wow, that's beautiful.
What? I said, how come there's no house on the top of this hill?
Be a multi-million-dollar house. That's quite a view. Apparently Post Malone lives up here. Don't worry, I hardly know who Post Malone is anyways, but Charlie does, and so does Michael. Can't wait to get to the top. Beautiful.
There's Charlie.
What you doing, babe?
Just waiting on you guys.
I'm becoming a photographer.
We're smelling the flowers.
There's no flowers out here.
I just found a little sunflower. What do you think I stopped to take a picture of, you goof? The trail is so muddy. I'm kind of going up this grassy patch.
I don't think we should have ventured so much further up.
No, we're gonna finish this. I'm still mean. You can do it, Mikey.
I'm like losing traction with my shoes.
Mikey!
Almost there. I can see why people would want to shortcut here. This is bad.
Ew. Dang, and this is an urban trail.
Yeah.
That's so tempting. Why do I have to listen to rules? Oh, it's because you're here. Michael.
It happened.
It happens.
It's bad. It's like every step you add 2 pounds to your shoes, just this mud.
It's like a clay too, so it's like super sticky and gross. And we have to get back in the van. And we live in that thing. Alright, so like rich and famous people live in this neighborhood and this is their hiking trail, like literally. I'm like, wow. He says we shouldn't have done this.
Look at this view.
This was his idea, but wow. Michael is just still standing under a tree down there. And every once in a while I hear him say, crap. I shouldn't be laughing, but.
My house has a water slide.
That house has a water slide?
Wow.
Hello? You're in the same spot you've been for the last half hour.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get up the hill.
The strategy is going through. There's no way out but through.
So just pray I don't get covered in mud.
Yep,
Yeah,
do your best.
so.
Okay, I'll be up there in a second.
Okay, bye now. Oh, this is payback. But we raised Michael most of his life, and well, for a big portion of his life, and he was a high school athlete and always showing off, so now it's fun to show him up. He picked the hike too.
It's cool. It smells like sage up here.
It
You know,
does.
you got all the factory and stuff, but the sage is overpowering.
You got this, Mikey. You're almost here. So the summit is right up there, and we're just waiting for Mikey to catch up so we can all summit together and take you guys along as well. See the beautiful view of the city. Michael's muscling himself up here. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Michael and why we are so proud of him. He is very close to graduating with his bachelor's degree. He wants to be a teacher when he's grown up, and he's going to be finishing his master's degree in another 2 years, and he has a job he loves, helping other special needs people learn job skills, and he has a cute little apartment with some nice roommates, and he just has a great life, and we're so proud of him. So just wanted to add that tidbit in there. He's almost here. We're taking a break to check the altitude.
5,400 feet up.
5,400 feet up in the air over Salt Lake City. We'll have to check it again when we get to the top. All right. Here he comes. Okay, we're going up.
Wow.
Are you seeing this, Michael? It's beautiful. All right, high fives, everybody. That's look at his hand.
Well, that was fun.
Well, this should have been our first clue towards the beginning of the trail. I don't think this thing's gonna help. Sky's looking beautiful. Charlie stayed behind to make sure that Mikey got down safely. And I am going to see if there's a water spigot at the trailhead somewhere, because that would be super handy. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get really creative here on how we're going to avoid a huge mess.
Fill up near Saratoga Springs. 383 gallon, 37.41. And we get to wash our shoes off at the gas pump.
Remember how I used to care so much about what people thought? I think that is going out the window way fast.
Yeah.
I just cleaned off my muddy boots
Both
because
my
there was a water, yeah, both are muddy boots. Because there was a water spigot there, and what harm was it gonna do? I cleaned up, so it's all good.
We're taking a couple days off of filming because we're hanging out with our son Mikey. And first night we camped at Utah Lake at an iOverlander spot. And within an hour of getting to their spot and getting in our camp, actually it was probably about 30 minutes. Getting in our spot, getting in bed, getting all set up, we got a knock. You know, we heard a car pull up, we saw a flashlight, you know, moving around, and then we got the knock at the door. And the guy said, "Oh, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah." I said, "I'm waiting for the stars to come out more so that I can take photos." And then I asked him if it was okay if we stayed there. And he said yes, and he was just checking up on people. Alright, so we stayed there, you know, we slept okay. And then tonight, the very next night, we go out and we pull off at this pull-off. Doesn't say no overnight camping or anything. Met this really cool guy. Traded some rocks with him. Discussed rockhounding for a couple hours, actually. And then we get in our van, and as soon as we get in our van, not 10 minutes later, car pulls up. I see flashlights. I hear, you know, police radio outside. So before he could even knock, I just opened the door and I said hi, and he's like, "Hey, what you guys doing here?" I'm like, "Oh, we're tired, you know, we're just taking a rest." And he's all, "Okay." And I said, "Is it fine if we stay here tonight?" And he's all, "Yep, we're just checking up on people." And you know, a lot of weird stuff goes on here and in this area. And I said, "Yeah, we've heard some weird people going by." And they're like, "All right, just good night." And so 2 nights in a row, we've had cops come to our door and let us stay. But they've all been, it's very strange how quickly it happened after we got in the van and got ready for bed. Just thought I'd throw that update out there because it was weird. All right. Bye now.
Bye now.